and it is regarding well, not a serial killer, but a killer named. I'm getting a bit too close for comfort. I'm telling my microphone. Down there we go. Oh, you bastard! Not the mercenary with a mouth, not Deadpool. No, we're talking about some complete and utter scumbag who just killed 2 women because he felt like it. And basically, whilst his crime is bad, as you know, it is a crime. It's a sick crime. It's the reception that was alarming, to say the least. Now, his picture will be in the thumbnail, so you know you can exit the video and look at it in the thumbnail format and see that he's not attractive. Like, you know, I mean, I'm a boring old heterosexual, I know, but I wouldn't, like, even if I swung that way, I just don't know, I think that's odd. But people were obviously simping, and I very much believe that people factor the nature of the crime into the attractiveness or the attraction, and I think that's very odd, because this monster killed 2 girls. I'll say girls, that they weren't like young. I don't think. I could be wrong, but I mean, even still, he just killed 2 innocent women because I don't know. He just a sick individual, and people genuinely women started simping over him. Maybe men as well. I don't know. I didn't see that bit, but yeah, I just think that's really weird. We got the whole thing. If anybody knows who Chris Watts is, he was. There's a documentary about him on Netflix called The American Murder Next Door, and it's about a man who was having an affair on his wife, and as soon as she found out, he then killed her, and then whilst he was disposing of her body, he killed his 2 young daughters to cover his tracks, and then he went to prison. And I think wardens said that he gets fan mail to this day of women asking to be with him, and I don't know, I think it's just really weird. Again, he wasn't a stud either. It was just the nature of the crime that people think is very attractive, and I think that's really weird. Why would you want to be with someone who was gonna kill you? I don't know what goes through people's heads. Like, people are strange in what they find attractive and who they find attractive. It is weird, alright? He killed 2 people, 2 girls, innocent women, and women were on the internet like, oh well. And I say women because I genuinely didn't see any guys. Again, there might have been homosexual men being attracted, I don't know. I can't remember seeing any of that, but it is strange that people are genuinely lusting over this man who would do things like that. But what can you do? I mean, it wasn't long ago we had the whole argument of man versus bear, or not man versus bear, man or bear, of, you know, women saying that they'd rather be in the forest with a bear over a man alone. And I was like, yeah, that's a bit of a ridiculous argument, but now the whole ideology shifts when it's this, and none of it just makes sense. I genuinely don't understand. People are odd. Like, how would you rather be in the forest with a bear, but then you would find someone like Wade Wilson attractive? I'm not saying that's the entirety of like those groups of the same people, but it's definitely some. It is definitely some that are, you know, into that, and that's weird. That is weird, because obviously not all men are bad. I'd like to think that most men are probably the better are like good people. But then you've got people who find Wade Wilson attractive because of his crimes, not his ridiculous face tattoo. There's no way that people can actually like that. That's ridiculous. But you know, I give up with